And today I'm going to be continuing Assassin's Creed 3, the story of Haytham Kenway, and just to let you guys know, I've actually just finished God of War 3. I literally just finished it a couple minutes ago, and I went straight back to Assassin's Creed 3. And my overall opinion when it comes to God of War, even though I'm new to the franchise, I actually enjoyed it overall, like 8 out of 10. And so yeah, like I'm definitely gonna do God of War the next game at some point after I finish not God of War, after I finish Assassin's Creed 3 and Liberations. Anyways, guys, so without further ado, let's just let's just continue the story. Hang on a second. The optional objectives: find and kill the general, perform stealth detonations from a corner spot. The remaster is like, it's not so bad actually. Yeah, when it comes to the optional stuff, I really am not going to pay too much attention to that because honestly, I don't see the point. Why did the company do this?
Who have we got then?
What are you talking about?
Prisoners.
Thomas Smith,
Who are they?
Prisoners? There are no prisoners.
slouching,
You know who
soldier.
I mean.
I
fellas
said
we caught.
stop
They do not
slouching.
exist.
Who are you to tell me what to
Understood.
do?
A good friend of
And
Mr.
if they
Thatcher's.
did exist,
Oh,
we
I-
would not acknowledge them.
My apologies.
By the way, guys, I don't think I'm gonna do too much like chest looting and things like that, like to earn money, because it's not really like I played this game before. That I'm just replaying the Assassin's Creed franchise, but I never thought about doing on my channel on YouTube. So that's what makes it different now when I'm playing these games. But anyway, so I'm not gonna really like try to make my money as much as because I'm playing as Haytham, because there's no point to do that. Because obviously, eventually it's going to turn to the main protagonist, Connor, so maybe I obviously will loot bodies, but when it comes to like investing money stuff, like it's going to go straight to Connor. But overall, I actually still do like Haytham Kenway. Like obviously on my TikTok channel, he's ranked on number 7.
We was involved with our sword expedition. Ha! That's exactly what they wanted. That's a shame. The colonies are not being
Well, actually, yeah, he had to earn their trust. Oh shit! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! You know, I think they should just stop doing the optional objectives of the full synchronization, because me personally, I don't mean no disrespect, but I just don't see the point of it. Like, why? Like, do you want to make it like a player feel like an extra assassin or a skilled or something? But I don't know. It's just my thought. Also, if the weather it doesn't get so bad, like I definitely would do.
An
Like
hour of quiet
yeah.
was all I asked. Instead, I'm awakened not 10 minutes later by this cacophonous madness. I expect an explanation, and it had best be good.
Hello, Silas.
How? How did this happen? My precious merchandise set free? It's unacceptable! Rest assured, I'll have the heads of those responsible. But first we clean up this mess. Seal the fort, kill any who try to escape. I don't care if they be one of us or one of them. To approach the gate is to be made a corpse. Am I understood?
Push them back.
We'll hold back the guard. No wonder we were set to guard.
Haytham Kenway learned how to fight with the sword since he was like a very young child from Edward. Alright, Silas.
Take position, men. Ready? He's here. Stop the interloper. Kill
Then
the
yes.
intruders.
Glad to have you with me. I could use some help.
The Order stands united.
Who are you?
Name's Haytham Kenway. You don't know me, but I believe the two of you are well acquainted.
I made a promise to you, Silas. One I intend to keep.
It's kind of weird that Benjamin Church betrayed the Order at some point. Earning her trust. Yeah, I wonder if... Yeah, what would have happened if they stayed together?
What happens now?
We wait. But not for very long, I suspect.
I just don't see the point of for the full synchronization stuff.
It's been several weeks now since we freed the Mohawk prisoners from captivity. I had hoped their leader might make contact, but there's been only silence. My men grow restless. They want to know what comes next, and I do not have an answer. Lee alone remains active, pursuing leads, however slight. He stalks the city streets and scouts the bordering woods, hopeful that he might make contact with one of those we saved. There was a woman there that night. It was she who helped the others to safety. If we can find her, I believe I'll have my answers. So, I watch and wait, hopeful that my true mission might finally begin.
You know, I just don't see why it's necessary to make a remaster of this game. Actually, they should do a remake of Assassin's Creed 1, to be honest with you guys. Like, if they ever do make a remake of the Part 1, I would buy that, like, as soon as it comes out. Because it long deserves it. And honestly, whenever I do recording, it's mostly just gonna be focused on the main missions. So hopefully, by the time this ending recording is done, I'll do this side stuff off screen.
Hello, Charles. Any luck finding our mystery woman?
Word is she's been stirring up trouble just outside the city in a town called Lexington.
Well, then that's where we'll begin our search. I'll meet you there.
Yeah, just as soon as yeah, I'll do the side stuff after. Because I don't like to bore people, like, with the side. So, like, I know some YouTubers, they do that. Like, I understand, like, it's okay, like, everyone's different. But for me, when it comes to Assassin's Creed on my channel, I just kind of want to get to the point. Because I just don't want to bore the audience. Hang on, do I need a horse or something? You know what? Let's at least do the viewpoints along the way. Okay, maybe. Okay, I'll at least do the this one, and then I'll do these two. But the rest of the viewpoints and this small missions, I'll do that off screen. I'll do this one, and then those two, and they'll... Like, yeah, I'll just do those along the way. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with the normal... the default weapons I have for Haytham Kenway. Like, obviously, normally I would, you know, buy technically, like, better weapons, but... See, even though Haytham Kenway, like, he's still a protagonist to the game series, but obviously he's not the main one. But either way, like, simply put, if he was the main protagonist, then I probably would do what I normally do. In my previous games that I do, when it comes to the characters. Even though Haytham, he actually does not really appear too much on the Assassin's Creed franchise, he's still very likable, despite him being like an anti-villain or hero. And here's the thing, people know when you make a good character to any franchise, even though like if their appearance was like brief, but yet they still make an impression on you. Like that's when you know when they actually did a good job. And if they actually ask for more, like saying, oh man, I wish he actually stayed longer, or like, I wish he was the main protagonist, then that's even a bigger compliment. Because even though Haytham Kenway's his official appearance, in my experience, what I know is that, obviously, if we're gonna go by timeline, he first makes his appearance in Black Flag, and then Rogue, and then I guess in the books, if you want to call it that, but and then AC3, and yeah. Now I'm not, and when it comes to Assassin's Creed Rogue, Shay Cormac, he's not a bad character. Like I do like him, even though the game did not receive like good reviews. But I think people are giving a second chance, and people are actually starting to come around. But if it weren't for Shay Cormac, I think Haytham should have been the main protagonist. Like, that's just my just self-opinion. Like, I honestly just put, when it came to my video from TikTok of my least to favorite AC protagonist, Shay is just under one rank under Haytham Kenway. But my favorite Kenway family member is actually Edward. Like, I actually do like also Connor's story, because people don't really give him enough respect. But yeah, the reason why Connor is rank 1 higher than Haytham is because simply Connor had he had more story to stretch out. Like, yeah, that's pretty much why. And simply being older, if Haytham actually had a better, more expanding of his own story, I think he would probably be over Connor. If only we had like stretched him out a little bit more of Haytham. But when it comes to the 3 Kenways, Haytham by default, in my opinion, he's at the bottom, and then Connor, and then Edward. Yeah, I think I remember from my video from the TikTok of AC protagonist, it's Cassandra at the very bottom. Now, here's the thing of why I choose Cassandra at the bottom of the rank, in my opinion. Because if you're original AC fan, when it comes to the Assassin's Creed franchise, if you play the first one all the way to the, the recent ones, if you actually start out with AC Odyssey by the timeline, you would you would probably not even notice that AC Odyssey is part of the franchise. Like, if you would just simply put Odyssey without the AC title, you would not notice it at all. Like, I bet like probably 80% would probably couldn't tell. And the connection of the character of Cassandra is just not there for me. I'm sorry. I know there are some Odyssey fans, which is fine, but I literally heard someone else say like, "Oh, like how come? Like, oh, the RPG style is actually a lot more better." Like, and I actually told him like, "Look, if you're an original OG fan when it comes to the franchise, you would think otherwise." Mostly, like, think otherwise. And I'm not saying Cassandra is like the worst character possible. Like, that's not. What the hell? I'm not saying like she's the worst. Like she's terrible. What I am saying though is that she does not have the connection for me. And the dialogue, I'm sorry, but it's just like almost cringy. And the humor is just like, it's out of place, in my opinion. And it's way, way too big of an open world. Like, I get it, they say it's like bigger, they try to make it better, but it's not always true. And the story is just like everywhere. Like, it's not really focused. Like, there's so many stuff and you can't continue the story if you are at a certain level. So like, you have to be forced to play the side stuff. So yeah, my best simple reason why Cassandra, when it comes to protagonist, is at the very bottom. It's just simply I don't have the connection character with her from the franchise, and her story is not terrible, but I just don't vibe with her. Like, and when you can actually play it from the very first AC games, like Assassin's Creed 1 through Unity, when you go by the timeline, it simply kind of says to yourself like, okay, if we're going to go by this timeline, if it's all accurate now, like if we go from start to finish, so technically Cassandra was alive throughout the entire OG games of Assassin's Creed. And if that's the case, if the timeline's correct now, what was she doing the entire time? Like, where was she? Like, because you know now by the timeline, like, what was she doing through Altair, Ezio, etc., you know, all these characters, because and now it's forced upon the story. Like, it makes you question it, and then eventually what they did, in my opinion, is that if, like, okay, since Valhalla came out and they made a crossover, like, now it's like they're forced to make a crossover now, because if they made it like Cassandra she was alive for over 1,000 years because of the staff, then they have to force it, because they'll just say like, okay, since Cassandra was immortal for quite some time, like, we can't just leave her character on one game. It's gonna have to be expanded on other stories to crossovers. So it's just basically forced, and the game is just out of order, and then yeah, like, it's just the vibe's gone when it comes to Odyssey and Cassandra. So that's why her character protagonist in my list opinion is that she's at the very bottom. Like, it's just whack. Like, I may have some offended Odyssey fans, but hey, I'm just being real with you guys.
Have you found her?
She's made camp not too far from here.
Excellent. Well, the sooner we're done, the sooner we can get out of this cold.
You ever thought about getting some winter clothes or something?
We'll move faster on. I'm afraid I have some bad news, sir.
Oh?
Braddock is insisting I return to service under him. I've tried to beg off, to no avail.
No doubt he's still angry about losing Pitcairn. To say nothing of the shaming we gave him. Do as he asks. In the meantime, I'll work on having you released.
I'm sorry for the trouble.
Not your fault.
Yeah, Charles Lee, he's very eager to, like, show his devotion to Haytham, which I get it. And when the beginning of the game, he's like, what's best for a teacher other than you? Which, to be fair, Haytham is a very influential leader. So,
We're
can you
too
really
late.
blame Charles?
Fire's only just been snuffed. Snow recently disturbed. She's close.
The horsies.
Onyx.
These
Horsies.
tracks are fresh. They must be hers. Seems she took to higher ground. Out of the snow and into the trees.
I can definitely see the influence, though, between Connor, like, looking back at the game, like, the way how they speak, Ziio and Haytham, the way they speak to each other later, like, eventually you tend to see the resemblance after replaying the game. Like, Connor, he pretty much has the same devotion, like saying, this is for my people, like, I'm fighting for my people to save them. Like, that's what the same thing with, Ziio, like, she didn't really, like, trust Haytham because she said, like, it took her a long time for her to even, like, get close to her, for her people. Oh, snare for rabbits.
Wait here.
And then she runs. It's not really Charles's fault.
Damn it. Wait, come back!
Like, it's not his fault, really. They're wolves,
You
so...
return to Braddock, Charles, before he grows suspicious. I can handle things from here.
But sir!
But nothing. Go! Stop running! I only wish to talk! I am not your enemy! Please just hear me out! Gods, woman! Only let me speak! Enough with these games!
Yeah, like, Connor has Connor's stubborn... Connor has Zio's stubbornness, like... What the heck? Why is my TV flicking? You know, if you're gonna make camp somewhere, like at least make sure you have protection for yourself. And yeah, she's at the trees.
You try my patience, woman!
Yeah, that's definitely the Connor resemblance for that where he got it.
Are you touched in the head?
Me, Haytham. I come in peace.
Why are you speaking so slow?
Sorry.
What do you want?
Well, your name, for one.
I'm Gadzit Zio.
Pleased to meet you. God's day.
Just call me Zio.
Dio.
Zio.
Zio.
Dio.
Now tell me why it is you're here. Where did you get this?
From an old friend.
I've only seen such markings in one other place.
Where?
Well, it is forbidden for me to speak of it.
I saved your people. Does this mean nothing to you? Look, I am not the enemy.
Close to here, there is a hill. Meet me there, and we'll see if you speak the truth.
Yeah, definitely the Connor resemblance, like he got it from. But also, Haytham really didn't give up, like saying, "Okay, even though I'm tired, I need to do this." So, I guess that's also another thing. This interaction that Connor has between the resemblance between these two.
That town hosts soldiers who seek to drive my people from these lands. They're led by a man known as the Bulldog.
Edward Braddock.
You know him?
He is no friend of mine.
Every day, more of my people are lost to men like him.
Then I suggest we put a stop to it. Together.
What do you
Sure.
propose?
That we kill Edward Braddock.
Yeah, she nodded, like,
But first, we have to find him.
that's, dude, actually, I like what they did, because, Connor, well, he said the same thing to Haytham now, after looking back at this, replaying it. What do you
I don't
propose?
trust you.
I know
Yet you remain.
that I might prove you wrong.
It will not happen.
So you say.
So I know.
Yet, I remain.
What do you propose? Same thing what they both said to Haytham. But and then the funny thing is, they said it like saying, with caution, like hesitant to trust him.
Wait here. A Mohawkman is likely to raise suspicions, if not muskets.
This is hardly the first time I've been amongst your people. I can handle myself.
Same way Connor talks too.
I hope so.
Ah, shit. Okay.
Can't stand being quartered there. The endless crashing of the waves, the sting of the salt in my eyes, and the goddamn gulls shrieking and shitting everywhere.
You're sure that's where we're going?
Aye, the Bulldog's putting together another expedition.
That's what they're calling them now. Expeditions.
Aye, smart too. Slap a fancy name on something and all evil is excused.
Hey, Ziio.
I hear tell the French are readying to move on our positions. Wonder what Braddock intends to do about it.
He's already left for the advance camp. I'll wager our little holiday here is just about ended. We'll be marching south before week's end.
When they tried to leave, they eventually got stopped.
Oi! Where you going, Cully?
Me?
No, the other cock Robin.
Well, I was leaving.
Oh? And now?
Well, now... I'm going to feed you your teeth.
And you were worried I was going to be the problem?
He has Connor's. Connor has Haytham's insults, actually. I just want to break more stuff here. Come on, guys. I want to use a bottle. Oh, okay. Wait, wasn't there a way for him, if you don't get hit at all, there you won't bleed?
You're hurt.
Oh,
Yeah,
nothing.
I think there was that. If,
Here,
like, at least thank you, yeah.
I should stop the bleeding.
It wasn't necessary. But thank you.
We should move on. Meet me at Braddock's camp when you're ready.
My brother just texted me about God of War. And I just text him the question like, hey, how did Kratos live by the end of the game? Like, I'm still confused about that. I'm gonna... I don't know, like... Excuse me, guys. You know, they actually did pretty well for this game, like, trying to make it, the details close as possible, like the snow, like, it gets more difficult to run when you get to more deeper. Yeah, if the weather heats up a little bit tomorrow, then I should be able to upload God of War 3. And eventually, yeah, then I'll just put all my focus to Assassin's Creed 3. Because I actually would even I would considered uploading today, but it's still snow outside and it's still cold, so like nah, no thank you. Like if it warms up tomorrow, then I should, yeah, I definitely would be going. Hang on. My brother just replied. One question: how did Kratos live by the end of the game? Simple. There no hell for his half-human side, and this version of Kratos is his prime, strongest he ever been. I'm not sure exactly that clarifies much, but I guess so. Like what? Like there's no afterlife for his species because he's half god. I guess that could make sense. Like, okay, since you're half this and you're half that, there's no like, it's like saying like, okay, like let's say if Kratos is human and he forgiven himself and he's like, you know, he's not the same person he was before. So let's say he forgiven himself and somehow he's allowed to go to heaven, but he can't go to heaven because like what, he's part god, so it kind of forbids him for that. So like what, you're forced to live. I guess I guess that's the best answer I'm gonna get, so I'll take it, whatever. Like his soul of afterlife, let him live. Like,
Use the snowstorm to mask your approach. Having second thoughts?
Hardly. But I'll have to approach this carefully.
Go on then. I'll keep watch from here.
yeah, I guess that's when the trust started to build.
I can hide in that cart.
I never noticed it the first time I played this game. I was like, I just ignored the cart. Run, run. There we go.
What's in the wagon? I need a full inventory.
As you wish. Let's see. 2 barrels of salt, 12 pounds pork, 10 pounds beef, 7 dozen eggs, 16 wheels of cheese. None of it French, don't worry. 5 bottles of whiskey, a couple dozen new uniforms, boots, leather for patching, blankets, a cart feed for the horses. What else? That's it? That's all there is?
Or you could probably sneak in the
Those
fort by going to the
cannons are like
side.
to cause trouble. Perhaps I could sabotage them.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah, sabotage. Why not? Alright, so let's... I don't want to start the conversation yet, so I'll sabotage the other cannon first, and then I'll start the eavesdrop.
General Braddock refused the offer. There will be no truce.
Damn it! Why, George? What reason did he give?
He said a diplomatic solution was no solution at all. That allowing the French to retreat would only delay an inevitable conflict. One in which they'd now have the upper hand.
There's merit to those words, as much as I hate to admit it. Still, can't he see this is unwise?
It doesn't sit well with me either. We're far from home with our forces divided. Worse, I fear Braddock's bloodlust makes him careless. It puts the men at risk. I'd rather not be delivering grim news to mothers and widows because the Bulldog wanted to prove a point.
Where is the general now?
Rallying the troops.
And then it's on to Fort Duquesne, I assume?
Eventually. The march north will surely take time. There's a copy of the plans in the command tent should you wish to review them.
At least this will be ended soon.
I tried, John.
I know, my friend. I know.
That map will surely be of use. I need to find it.
Hang on, guys, I'm gonna reply to my brother real quick. Alright, let's go back to the game. Alright. Now time to escape. Ah! That scared the frick out of me. God damn it. I was trying to shoot it, like that scared the bejesus.
Those cannons are like to
Oh,
cause
you gotta
trouble.
be shitting me.
Perhaps I could sabotage them.
Wait, escape the fort. Okay, so... yeah, let's just sabotage him. Unless, wait, so the main eavesdrop is finished, it's just, the sabotaging is not. Yeah, why not? Let's just do it. It's not gonna hurt nobody. Alright, they're sabotaged. Now let's get out of here. You're not gonna kill me twice. You know, after this playthrough today, or whatever episode, or whatever you guys want to call it, I just call it playthrough on my channel. After this one, I'm definitely gonna have some lunch, or whatever, food. I'm hungry.
What news?
Braddock has left to rally his troops. They're marching on Fort Duquesne. It'll be a while yet till they're ready, which gives us time to form a plan.
No need. We will ambush him here near the river. Go and gather your allies. I will do the same. I will send word when it is time to strike.
If you want a sandwich, you make Daddy a sandwich. You know, actually it is kind of fair, honestly, like, make Daddy a sandwich, because, like, if you really think about it, like, if we usually ask for one request for one thing for our partner, it's almost as if we're asking something big in the world for them to do. And that little video I watched on TikTok, it's true, like, as a man, you want me to open the door for you, fight a guy for you if he says shit, and pay the bills for you, pay for your luxuries, pay, you know, your car, pay your food, like, and, like, I don't know, like, do other stuff, like, take you on vacation, like, do everything for you. And so when I ask you to make me a sandwich, you say, oh, it's like, she says sometimes, like, I actually do agree now, like, as what the video that I watched, you want me to do all this, so now, like, yeah, make a sandwich. It's not hard. It's not something a big of a thing in the world. And you say, like, oh, we ask too much? Like, no, thank you, we don't. And now the best fact, it's the opposite. Like, not only that, when I watched that video on TikTok, it's so funny how the actor said it. I think his name was Anthony. I don't know his last name. Like, the way he said, you make Daddy a sandwich. That kind of reminded me because I was thinking about food, so... You know what, actually, speaking of sandwich, I think I'm gonna make myself one after this. Bark. Na, 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 na. The right tavern. 5 months? Oh shit.
The cold, cold ground.
Here, here.
Hard at work, I see.
How did you...
It is time. We've set up camp to the north. Meet me there.
I guess it like
Gentlemen.
off screen, like 5 months of developing a
Let
relationship.
us away.
I guess it does make more sense, like how they start to have feelings for each other. And hit Thomas Hickey drunk. Because like if you really think about it, like if you don't think of like on the surface, like saying, oh, they just like just randomly liked each other. Like, well, not really, because after the story and in 5 months, it actually is a good amount of time to
First
like
it was too
develop
cold.
a
Now it's
relationship.
too goddamn hot.
And humid too. It's a right swamp, I tell you.
To say nothing of the mosquitoes.
Warm weather and bugs are soon to be the least of our worries.
What? You mean the bulldog? Huh, please. We'll be in that one's beef soon enough and on to the next.
Where's your boy Lee gone off to?
Returned to finish out his service under Braddock.
I imagine the bulldog's none too pleased after the stunt we pulled.
Charles is fine.
Pleased to spin a tale of my incompetence and beg forgiveness. He has a way with words, especially when it comes to flattery. I expect he'll be welcomed back with open arms.
Which would give us a man inside.
Precisely.
Unless you've underestimated our enemy.
If I have, Charles will sense it first and make his escape.
He has a lot of confidence in him.
I see you've been busy.
All these men are from many different tribes, united in their desire to see Braddock sent away. The Abenaki, the Lenape, the Shawnee.
And you? Who do you stand for?
Myself.
Myself.
What would you have me do?
Will you help the others to prepare? Follow. They come.
Everything all right, sir?
Just savoring the moment. No doubt, many wonder why it is we've pushed so far west. These are wild lands, as yet untamed and unsettled. But it shall not always be so. In time, our holdings will no longer suffice. And that day is closer than you think. We must ensure our people have ample room to grow and further prosper. Which means we need more land.
And kick the tribes out of their
understand
place.
this, and endeavor to prevent such growth. They skirt around our territory, erecting forts and forging alliances, awaiting the day they might strangle us with the noose they've built. This must not come to pass. We must sever the cord and send them back. This is why we ride, to offer them one last chance. The French will leave, or they will die.
Now's
really
the
has
time to
to-
strike.
Wait. To scatter the expedition is not enough. We must ensure that Braddock falls, else he's sure to try again. I'll disguise myself as one of his own and make my way to his side. Your ambush will provide the perfect cover for me to deliver the killing blow.
They actually do have a chemistry together. They really do.
We await your signal.
There, in front of us.
Oh shoot, that's hard to see, like right now. Oh shoot, I whistled way too many. God dang it. Too